All right. Okay. Um, Welcome on board, everyone. With chat box. I don't know if I can hear you. Your name on the chat box, and then just let me know if you can hear me, so I can proceed immediately. Oh, oh. Okay. Can you hear me? I'm expecting feedback from everyone. Can you hear me? Yes. Um, You'd like to be back shortly. I don't know where you're from. Can you hear me? You just drop. Okay. Okay. All right. The light is back. Sorry for that. And I'll be going straight. I'll be going straight to the topic for today before we move to charts. Well, you all are welcome on board. My name is Chima Emmanuel. I'm a coach and a trader, and I'm also a preacher. Um, Welcome on board. Sorry. All right. So, like I said, we are going to talk about strategy today, and there are things you need to know about strategy, and it is very important because when you know these things, it will help you in your trading journey. It want to help you in your trading journey. And then to remind us, for those who are joining us for the first time, to remind us what forex trading is all about and why we are into forex trading. We are into forex trading so that most of us, because we want financial freedom, we have and we want time freedom. And one thing you should know is that that financial freedom and that time freedom is not for yourself. It's not for yourself. It is what it is for the kingdom. It is for people. It is not for yourself. So you should get this at the back of your mind because we are traders with a different mindset. We are different from other traders, and that is why I'm passionate about these our classes because are we are representing a citizen. We are representing a person, and it is right that we represent that person very well. So trading is to give us freedom. And remember, when God gave the children of Israel their freedom is to serve Him. So they were not having freedom just to go and live their life for themselves, to live their life for themselves alone, but it is to serve God. So we are doing forex because what? Because we want to advance God's kingdom. We want to have time for Him because forex gives you that level of time and also gives you financial freedom. This is very, very important, and this is the mindset I want every one of us to work with. So, with that being said, I'll talk about strategies. And it is very, very important because you should know that as a trader, a successful trader, every successful trader has a strategy. You can go and do your research. You can have interviews with a lot of them. It's all of them. I said, and you should take note of my words. Every successful trader, they have what? A strategy. So a strategy is more like a secret code, a plan that you use what in trading the financial market. It gives you an edge over others because when you have a plan, for example, if a country wants to go for war, they don't just get victory because of their ammunitions or because they have the best weapons. No, it's because what? It's because of their strategic planning. So it is very important that what as a trader you have a strategy, you have a plan, and that is why I want to really talk on this before we move into um, chart analysis and diving into strategies. So you know why it's very, very important to have a strategy. Like I've said that all, all, every successful trader, they have strategies. Now, what are strategies? Strategies are secrets, are personalized secrets that you use in trading forex market. Specifically, I'm hitting on the word special personalized secrets because it is personal. It is personal. I know a lot of people use the general trading strategies. Some we call it liquidity. There are a lot of trading strategies out there, but the one that you understand, the one that is given to you personally, is going to be more effective than the one you learn generally, because that one that is given to you personally or you understand personally, you are going to use it to have an edge over others, and it gives you a high value of what a high level of confidence. When you have a personalized strategy, it gives you a high level of confidence. What I've always told people is that trading is a business. I know some of you might be surprised that, oh, why is he putting on corporate? Yes, trading is a business, and when you understand this from the foundation, you treat it as a business. You treat it as a business. Now, like I said, that a strategy is a personalized secret you use in trading the forex market. And because you have a strategy, it gives you it tells you, or because of that strategy, you have um, you have a knowledge or a mindset, or you have it gives you I'm looking for the right word to use. I'm looking for the right word to use. It gives you more advantage, a more leverage, because a strategy tells you the point where you should sell. It helps you make your trading decisions. It helps you make your trading decisions. Okay, why should I sell here or why should I buy here? And where should I put my stop loss or my take profit? That is the essence of having a strategy. You just don't go into the market like that and just place a trade. You just say candle. Maybe you just see candle red and you just, oh, candle is red. Let me just start selling. No, I did those things and I found that it is the worst method of trading. You just see green candle and just, oh, let me buy. No, you must have a strategy because that's what will guide you in making your decisions. Remember, trading is all about decisions, and the decisions you make is going to determine either you are going to be profitable or you are going to end up in losses. Now, it doesn't mean that if a strategy does not work out, maybe in some particular situations, it does not mean that it is not valid. No, sometimes strategies fail. You understand? So that's why they say forex is losses are inevitable. But one thing you should know is that when a strategy has been used, let's say for example, you've backtested that strategy 10 times, and after that 10 times, it was successful. To tell you that yes, that this thing works. if eight is successful out of 10, you know, yes, it works. Then you do what they call back testing. You test it over and over and over again to prove that what that strategy work. Now you see, most people do just go and learn the strategy, and they don't even back test. They don't even test that strategy. Now, because you are testing the strategy does not mean that you are doubting it. It's for you to also what build confidence on it. Okay, I've tested this thing 20 times and it has given me let's say 18 positive results. 18 what? Positive results. So that is to the strategy is just like an experiment that you do, right? Before you start implementing a strategy, it is just like what an experiment that you do. And in every experiment, you need to prove that okay, this thing is a theory that works, right? You prove that yes, the theory that works. And because you are proving that okay, this thing works, you have confidence. Okay, I've tried this thing over 15 times and 12 was successful and three fail. Understand? So that is what makes a strategy valid. But people just go online there and a lot of people post anything. They post anything, just to get subscribers or just to get views. No, that is not why I'm even into YouTube. It's to guide people, to follow the right method and get the foundations right. Now, like I said, for people who are just joining, a strategy is a personalized secret given to you to trade the forex market. A personalized secret given to you to trade the forex market. And every successful trader has a strategy. Every successful trader, mark my words, every successful trader has what a strategy because it helps you in making your decisions. Now we all know that forex is reduced mostly with the mind. It is not like your physical business that you have to work and do all of that. It's all about the mind and your mind. It is the state of your mind that determines that determines the outcome of some decisions you will make. If you're not in the right frame of mind, you definitely might not make some right decisions. Understand? So it doesn't just boils to you having a plan. First of all, your state of mind is also involved in the strategy. Your state of mind is also involved because at times you might just not be in that mood. Understand? You might not just be in that mode because strategy takes a lot of things for it to work effectively. It takes some conditions for it to work effectively. Now, have that in mind about strategy. I've talked about what a strategy is and how you prove that what the strategy works. Now, another thing I would love to say is you need to understand the environment the strategy works in. Now, what do I mean by environment? There are different there are different assets we trade on the forex market. People trade crypto, people trade futures, people trade metals, people trade the currency pairs. These are all different markets. Now, if I'm a crypto trader and I give you a strategy based on the market I trade on, you are not meant to go and use that strategy in another market when the person who gave you that strategy did not tell you that okay, this thing works in every market. And mind you, all markets move differently. They move differently. So you should have this in mind. So you don't go and learn a strategy for gold and go and start applying it for BTC, or you go and start applying it for another commodity. No. When you've learned the strategy, which market does that strategy works effectively? If you can hear me, put it on the chat box that you can hear me. Put it on the chat box that you can hear me. I know you can hear me, but I just want to be sure you can hear me. Put it on the chat box that you can hear me. So like I was saying, that you need to know the environment that market works in. So that you won't go and take a strategy that is meant for another market and start trading it in another market. It does not work. It's just like some fishes. Okay, loud and clear. Just like some fishes, there are some fishes that they cannot thrive in salty water. There's some fishes that can thrive in salty water. You see, they are all water, but the variety of fish, okay, thank you. But the variety of fish depends on what on the aquatic environment that you put them. Now they are all fishes and they are all water, but most of some fishes when you put them into salty water, they will die. They cannot survive it. So while some fish can only what survive the normal, okay, while some fishes can survive the normal water, not salty water. So now you see that these these animals, they all live in water, but they live what in different water salinity. So they live what in different water what salinity. So that is to tell you that even if they are all fishes and it is all water, they don't function in what in some particular environment. So that is the way what strategy also works. Some will tell you that this strategy that I'm using is just for gold. For people who trade the currency market, they will tell you that this strategy I'm using is just for gold. Now, is to tell you that if you take that strategy outside of gold, it might not give you the same result. So these things are key notes that you should take note of. So that you won't go and learn something and start applying it somewhere else. It does not work like that. So a strategy has an environment where it functions effectively, where it functions what effectively. Now you should take note of that. And when we talk about strategy, one thing you should have in mind, the first thing, I hope you guys are writing these things down. One thing you should have in mind is your state of mind. Your state of mind is very, very important. Is very, very important. Now I want to talk about where I trade on. I trade on the derivative market. I trade on the derivative market because this strategy, the general strategy works mainly on derivative market. But my personal strategy, I've tried it on currency pair. I've tried it on currency pair and I've tried it just once, but I still want to backtest it on currency pair to see how far it works. But for where I trade, the derivative market, it is moved in a different way. Now, take notes and pay attention. The derivative market is moved in a different way. The financial market is moved by buyers and sellers. You understand? So if there are more buyers in the market is going to buy. That is the traditional forex market, the financial market. So it is being driven by what? By the participants of the market. We have buyers and we have sellers. You understand? We have buyers and we have sellers. So if there are more sellers in the market is going to sell. And if there are more buyers in the financial market, in the traditional forex market, the market is going to buy. So take note of that. But in the derivative market works with an algorithm. And one thing you should understand by algorithm is that an algorithm is just like a system of programming. You program something to work in a certain way, just like the way robots are being programmed to work in a certain way. So that is the way the derivative market is. It is being programmed to work in a certain way. And that is why if you can unlock it, if you can decode it, you are made for life. There is a statement that my mentor usually say that once you hack that market, you are made for life. And that is just the truth. So because it is not driven by buyers and sellers, it is not driven by okay buyers and sellers. It is driven by an algorithm. It is being programmed by random number generators, if I'm right. Yes, random number generators. And you can also go and do your research so that it doesn't feel like I'm teaching what I don't know. Because I've been into this market since 2021. It's 2021. So now you see that the market where I trade is totally different from the financial market, and that is why I've stick to this market for a long time. You understand? I've stick to this market for a long time, and I don't think I might I might trade financial market, but it's good that you know where you are specialized, where you have strength. You understand? It is good that you know where you have strength, and that is why it's not all about oh I trade gold. Is are you making profit? That is just the end point of the whole thing. Are you making profit? Are you a successful trader? Are you a profitable trader? That is the word. That is the end point. So for the market I trade on, that's why I'm taking my time now to share these things so that when we dive into strategies, you know that okay, you know the don'ts and pros of what of applying a strategy for it to be effective. Now, where I trade is being programmed by an algorithm. It's programmed by an algorithm, and because it is programmed, there are certain conditions to it. You understand? So it is more like you can predict the next move. That's what it is. It is more like you can predict the next move. Once you see this and this, you know that oh, this is what will happen next. So that is one of the advantage we have in the derivative market. That is one of the advantage. Unlike the normal financial market, it is being driven by what? By buyers and sellers. If there are more buyers in the market is going to buy. If there are more sellers in the market is going to sell. That is why most of those traders they anticipate this fundamental news. They anticipate this news a lot because some of those news will make them make decisions. You understand? And that is why sometimes when those things are out, you see most of them they trade one thing, either it is a sell. So if people who are trading those pairs and they don't know how to interpret those news, they might end up trading against the news. So that is this for the financial market. So this is very, very important. Take note of this. The environment which a strategy works is very, very important that you know that environment. That is another thing. And another point I would love to say, like I said, I talked about your state of mind. Your state of mind. You might have a good strategy. If you're not in the right frame of mind, you're not in a good state of mind, you might you might end up not utilizing that strategy well. You might end up not utilizing that strategy well because forex is all about the mind. So you should take time in building your mind. Read books, have your devotions, have your devotions. We are a set of traders that is different. We are we are a set of traders that is in a different class. We don't think like others. We don't do things like others. We are in a different world. We are in a different class, and that is why thank God that our coach is a Christian and we are being established under what biblical words principles. So for me, I find out that when I don't do my devotions, if I just wake up and the first thing I go to is start, most times I most times I won't lie to you, most times I make losses. Most times I make losses. Once I just wake up like this and I just see it, I just go straight to charts. And I'm like, oh, I think I can take this trade. Most times 90% of the time I have losses because when you wake up, your mind is still trying to um is still trying to boot. This is just like when you switch on a system, you wait for it to boot. Understand? For it to boot so that it can work, it can function well. Because sometimes when you observe something, once you put on a system, most times you see that maybe it will start lagging a bit. Understand? It will start lagging a bit. Then maybe after some time, it will now normalize. You cannot start operating it. So that's where our brain is. You don't just wake up and just go straight to that. You see, this thing is one thing that I would not repeat again. I'm sharing these things so that you can take note of these things. These are mistakes that I did when I was still into trading. I was so obsessed with trading that even in church, I'll be checking charts. In church, I'll be checking charts. So it is very important that you are being guided so that you will not be obsessed with this thing. Trading is just a business, and every big business has what closing time and opening time. So you should know that okay, if I set Saturday, Sunday, thank God for the financial thank God for the financial market. It closes on Saturday and Sunday. So you don't trade until Monday. So that is it. Because it's a market, it's a business. It has closing time and what opening time. But unlike the derivative market, it is 24 hours, it is 7 days a week. It does not close. Now that is one thing that proves that what it is programmed. Just like robot. Robot hardly sleep. As long as it is being charged, it is always awake. So that's the way it is too. It is what program. And how does an algorithm work? Algorithm work with set of instructions. They work with a set of instructions. They work with some certain conditions. You understand? So that is why it is highly predictable. It is highly what predictable, and that is why I am trading what this financial market. Now, I said one thing that will show you should take note of your devotional life. Have your time. Make sure you have your devotion. Then you can now go to chat. It is good you're starting your day with God first before what before your chat, because this thing that I'm saying, you might be wondering what does devotion have to do with forex. Like, it might not really correlate with you, but when you are falling into this thing, you will start understanding that there are spiritual dimensions to these things. Now, I'm not saying that because you have your devotion, you will not have losses. No, what I'm just trying to let you know that you need to try to let your mind, don't just wake up and next thing is just you go to chat. You might even see a very good trade, you take it, you will still have loss. Serious, it has happened to me. A very good trade, I will still have loss. I'll be like, so as at a point, I started taking note of these things. Devotion first, then you come to your chart. But it's a business. If God leads you, in fact, God can just lead you to a particular pair and tell you that you just show you that this pair is you can take this trade now. So that's the way it works. Don't get obsessed with what trading. Um Now, like I said, that strategies work with conditions, or algorithms too work with conditions. When God told Moses that if you that when you drop your rod, that is when he's going to go and prove to the to Pharaoh, about the God who sent him. God said that you should drop your rod and it should turn to a serpent. And he said that when you want to pick the rod, make sure you pick it from the tail. So there's already a condition attached to it. You pick it what from the tail. So when it comes to what strategy, there are conditions that are attached to it. Because for it to work effectively, you must what stick to those conditions. I hope you all are following me. So for it to work effectively, you must stick to those conditions. Because one thing that made me fail most times or made me have losses is when I don't abide by those conditions and I just don't want to do it my own way. You will definitely have losses. So there are conditions to it, and you should take note of those conditions. You should take note of those conditions. It is very very important. When you see those conditions, okay, okay, I can buy here, I can sell here, because they help you to make your trading decisions. Trading is just all about making a decision, and it's just you must only make one decision, which is either a buy or a sell. So that is it when it comes to strategy. Understand the market that it is being traded on. Understand the market that what it is being traded on. Don't go and apply a strategy into another market. They don't work the same way. They work differently. Markets work differently. And that is why if you know that you will not want to go into this market, it's better you just, maybe go and look for people who gives other strategy. Strategy has names. You hear names like liquidity, social liquidity. There are a lot of there are a lot of strategies out there. A lot. I will not want to dive into all those things because most times they tend to convince people. They tend to go to convince people. Now I'm running up this class and I just want you to I want to summarize it with everything I've said. Right now, some people are still joining me. I want to summarize it with everything that I have said. When we move to this Zoom class, I'm going to ask questions because I know that you actually got something from this strategy aspect because this is what will guide you more. Then we now move towards analysis. We are moving straight towards analysis. So, like I said, that for those who are just joining us, that Forex is a platform that gives you freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom. And we as Christians, we as an ambassador of Christ, we're having that freedom so that we can what, so that we can serve God, so that we can what, sponsor God's kingdom. That is one of the major reasons why we are into this, and also what, to raise other people into wealth. We are That's why we are into forex, to raise other people into wealth, to serve God with our time and serve God with our resources. This 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 is the mindset you should have as a trader, not for you to have money and lavish it on yourself alone. Another thing that I said is what strategies are what personalized secrets that is being given and use them to trade the financial market. That what personalized secrets, the personalized secrets that it is being given to trade the forex market effectively. I talked about um, what it is, how to implement strategies. You need to backtest it. Backtest it. It's just like an experiment that you are doing. Strategy is just like you having a plan. You understand? Before any country goes to war, they have plan. They strategize. On locations, they map out locations where they are going to, mount their their soldiers or their ammunition. So they have plans. So strategy helps you to what? It helps you to make what? Helps you to make plans, helps you to make decisions why you are taking a trade. You understand? So it helps you, okay, this is why I'm taking a trade. So if, for example, now you take a trade and you have profit, you know why you took that trade. If you have losses, you know why you still took that trade. You understand? So, but know that sometimes it works, but most times, sometimes it does not work, but most times it works. You understand? So it must be proven. It must be proven that this thing works, so that nobody will just come and tell you, this strategy works, and you've not even tested it. You just start using it, you will fail. And one last thing that I want us to have in mind is that don't have this mindset of I want to start making money now. No, we all, some people went to school. Let me not say we all, because I am a graduate. I went to school and I spent 5 years, 5 years to learn first before going to the labor market to make money. That's the way it is too. Learn First learn how to master that strategy. Learn to master it. Learn to understand it. Have a relationship with the strategy. Feel it. Know how it works. When you have done this thing over time, then you now start thinking of, okay, I'm good in this thing. I can now start making money from it. Don't just learn a strategy and the next thing you're thinking of just how to start making money immediately. No, no. So make sure that what there's a backtest, and that's why I said we are all going to backtest it. I said we are all going to we are going to prove it. We will test it, and any day we test it, we are going to have a record, because it's just like what we are doing an experiment. You have a record. Okay, we saw this strategy play out, and we took it, and our trade came out in profit. We are going to record it, and next time again, we'll take another trade again, and we'll keep record, so that by the end of, let's say, after 10 trades, say, okay, this thing works 8 times, you understand? Or it's worked 10 times, it worked 9 times. So we are still going to back test for the strategy, so that everybody knows that yes, this thing works, it works. So that is it. And know the type of market where the strategy works in the environment. I use the example of fishes. There are fishes that thrive in salty water, and there are fishes that don't thrive in salty water. So they are all fishes, and it is still the same water, but different salinity. They have different salinity. So fishes thrive in different water, but they are all they are still all aquatic environment. So strategies work in a particular environment, and you should know that you don't apply a strategy that is meant for a particular market in another market. Very, very important. So that is it, and I believe that you understand the concept of what strategy. So we'll move to analysis, and today I will talk about what top-down analysis. We are going to move down to charts now, right away now. So if you got something, just let me see it on the comment section before we call it a day from the YouTube class. Just give it like, or give a thumbs up, or give a love, and do well to also subscribe, because there are some content that I post, it will help a lot of traders also. So do well to also subscribe so that you can also get updates. And I might not usually be dropping link every time. I might just go straight to YouTube and start the live. So it is well too that you also will subscribe so that once I go live, you will just get notifications on your phone and we all come down here. All right, all right. Thank you so much for connecting. I believe you got something. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So we are going to move straight to Zoom. Once I set up the whole thing, I'll send the link on the group. I'll send the link on the group. So see you in the Zoom class. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can see that.